A lot of times in my turning, little micro cracks will pop up on the edge of something as I'm roughing it out. And, I can continue to turn it back, but more than likely those cracks are just going to keep on going into the block. And an easy solution is drizzling a little CA glue in there. But every time I do that one, I find that it really does stain the surface, and you can always see it even after you finish it. So here's a trick to kind of minimize CA glue staining of wood. Right now I have this little micro crack. Can you see it in the light reflection right there? And really, I could keep turning past it, but more than likely that's going to go all the way through the black. And this bowl's rim is only going to be maybe 1/4 of an inch thick. So if I can somehow solidify that crack just through that 1/4 of an inch, I can at least save this bowl as a decorative piece. It'll never be a functional bowl for like oatmeal or something like that, but for a decorative piece to throw keys in, there you go. But the problem is, if I drizzle CA glue in it, all around this crack or wherever the CA glue drips, it's going to change the color of the wood. So what I will typically do is take a seal coat, a 1-pound coat of shellac, and really put it on heavy around the crack. Then let that dry. That way, any CA that doesn't go into the crack is going to actually sit on top of the seal coat, and whenever I sand that off, it'll go away with the seal coat. Now I can drizzle just a tad bit of CA glue right into that crack, and you can see it kind of darkens the crack itself, but all this stuff that's dripping now will no longer discolor my wood. So now I'll quickly sand it. And you can see that most of the discoloration has gone away. Now, there are a few spots in there, but whenever I add oil or maybe another shellac coat or oil and wax, those will kind of blend in. It was always those harsh lines that I got from the excess CA glue dripping that no matter how much I sanded would always show through. And this works the same way if you're doing flat work or anything like that. You have two marquetry pieces that you're buttoned up next to each other. A quick coat of sanding sealer so that the CA will float on top of it so you can drizzle it into the cracks and then take the excess off with a paper towel will do wonders for your final finish. Well, I hope you enjoyed this tip. If you did, please like, favorite, subscribe, do all those social medias. Tell your friends. Visit my website, wortheffort.com, where I have lots of different ways you can patronize us, including some new t-shirt designs. And I also do a blog and stuff like that. And I want you to remember one last thing, that it is always worth the effort to learn, create, and share with others. Y'all be safe and have fun. Oh, and for today's tips, go check out Stumpy Nubs' YouTube channel. He started a short table saw series that I really do highly recommend because the tips and techniques he's talking about, the rationale behind it, has real reasoning to it. Stumpy Nubs, his table saw series.